Hi everybody. I just wanted to come on and show you some things I'm working on and a few things that I found. We've been cleaning out my mom's back room, which has 3 large bookcases in it, and I found a couple of fun books, Housewives' Guide to Antiques and Ruth Webb Lee's Handbook of Early American Pressed Glass Patterns. And it just has a bunch of cool pictures in it that I thought I would use. This is a perfect size. This will make a perfect journal. I'm not sure what yet, but it will be something. And there's not many pictures in here. There's a few. But I wanted to read a couple of things that I thought were pretty funny. Just to give you a idea about the ideas in this book. This book is copyrighted 1959, and when being a housewife was really the only thing that women were expected to do. And there was a part that my mom read last night that I thought was so funny. Let me just see if I can find it real fast. If not, I'll just tell you. What it said was, let your husband choose the decor in your house sometimes. He may even give you a surprise and have some good ideas and give you some new things that you can think about as far as decorating your house. And me and my mom were laughing about that because of the way it was worded. It was just funny. Anyways, Housewives' Guide to Antiques. Fun. It's fun. I found this Christmas pop-up book. Pop-up cards. I'm going to try and make some of them. And also this cool book, 1100 Designs and Motifs from Historic Sources. And it's just full of, oh, I guess these are 2 sides? No. It's just full of illustrations of different historic symbols. And then, of course, it tells what they mean. That's one of the main things that I like to look at when I'm using books like this, is actually look up what it means, because when I was doing that alchemist book, there was so many symbols I didn't really know what they meant, and I didn't really want to use them because I was unfamiliar with what they were, so I didn't want to just put anything in that might be something that I don't believe in or something. So anyways, see, it's just a lot of cool. Must have got wet at one time or another. Maybe a dog or somebody chewed on it. Lord only knows. Anyways, that'll be fun to use. Also, I just wanted to put together some tags with you today to show you some of the ones that I've gotten done. I'm still doing my scrap busting, so I'm just making journal cards and tags. I can't seem to get this thing right today. This is a pocket. This is more of a pocket. Good friends are like stars. We don't always see them, but you know they're always there. And then I just tucked a little card I made in there. just another journal card. May every part of your day have happy in it. Let's see if I can get the lighting right. There we go. I want to have a shadow on all my stuff. Thanks for being a friend. That's a journal card also. So I'm going to continue on making some of these things. I had made this little folder thing because I was going to try and do one of Miss P's little trifold things, and I'm really no good at it, but I'm going to keep it and I'm going to do something with it. As far as I'm waiting for some magnets. I don't have any magnets. That's why I don't do a lot of the flippy flap things, because it's nice to have the magnets to hold things shut, and when you don't, it's just really, it's really a pain. Like for instance, when I have the magnets, I'll be able to put a flap across here with magnets there, so when I close it, boom, it stays closed. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I have to just do it like I've been doing it since I don't have any magnets. I just glue a tie it right there, like I've been doing since I don't have any magnets. So, anyways, that's that. I have this whole thing here full of scraps, and I'm just trying to use them up, make things with them. Like here's a tag. This is a Stonefire non-bread package. I'm going to make a tag out of that one. This is a small piece of cardboard. I'm going to make something out of that one. This is just some packaging. I'm going to make something out of this one. Ugh, my darn cutter, it's so bad. I need to get a new cutter sometime. If I ever have enough extra money, or any money, to get something, get some new things, that'll be one of the first things I want to get. I have a nice guillotine one, but they're so big. It's so much easier to just get this out instead of dragging out my guillotine. But I do use the guillotine a lot because the guillotine gives a good solid cut, easily cut. And I have all these Rolodex cards that I had bought at one time to start making Rolodex a day, and I got bored with it. That's another problem of mine. I get bored very easily with things, and then I just want to move on to the next thing. So that's why a lot of my projects are journals, so I can just work on them a little bit at a time every day, and you know, do a few different things a day instead of just one or two. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover some of these. Like this side I need to cover. This I want to cut a little differently as far as the tag goes. Let's see here. Which one should I use? I think I'll cut it in half. Like a weird fat one. I don't know. I have so many things I'll never use them. I just cleared out a bunch of stuff that I just keep saving for what? I don't know. And then I'll never use it. It's just insanity, and it's clogging up my desk because I can't work with all the stuff that I plan on using. So I just gonna start cutting down to the bare minimum of stuff that I save. I already used up almost all of my stuff that's extra, so I mean, like scraps and things, making other things, but then it's like, what do I do with those things? You know what I mean? I can only give away and sell so much, and most people don't want to buy the Scrapbuster stuff. I don't know why. I've had a hard time selling any of my stuff. That's why I usually just give a lot of my stuff away. It's senseless to keep trying to take all the trouble to do the listing and all this other stuff when no one even pays attention to it. You know, it's just more time and trouble to try and sell the things. I think I have 4 journals left in my Etsy store that have been there for more than a year, and I'm just gonna keep my Etsy store open until then, till those sell, and then I'm just gonna go on vacation in my Etsy store till a later date, because I just don't. I have a lot of time, but I don't want to spend it on just listing things that never sell. It's just silly, to say the least. So, nah. I like making things, and I like sending Happy Meals, so all the things I make from now on are just going to go to Happy Meal. Maybe eventually I'll start putting stuff back in my Etsy, but like I say, as of right now, I have 4 more journals left in my Etsy store that have been there for quite a while. And when and if those ever sell, I think I'm just going to give it a time limit. If they don't sell within a certain amount of time, I'm just going to empty out my shop and then just put that I'm on break till further notice. I'm just so tired of it. It's like so draining and depressing, and you go through all that work and listing them and taking pictures of them and explanations of them and all this, and no one ever buys them. Like, what? Why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? I think I'm going to cover this with some of this, and I'm going to use my double-sided tape because I just don't trust when these things are on like shiny finished edges like that they're going to stay stuck, so I like to use this stuff to make sure they stay stuck, right? And plus, when you're lazy like me, it's real fast, and you don't have to worry about the glue being too wet or where it's sticking or drying or whatever else. No, you just put the tape on, and everything sticks to this tape. It doesn't matter what type of, no matter what it is, it's gonna stick. It's gonna stay stuck. So I've been away for a while. I went to my son's in Wisconsin for the celebration of life. I think I told you about that, for my daughter-in-law. And when we got back, me and my daughter were bitten up with mosquito bites and chigger bites. I don't know if anyone knows what chiggers are, but look them up on the internet and you'll see what they are and how they look. And that's how me and my daughter's, well, she got them mostly all over her legs and back, and I got them all over my lower back, from the middle of my back down to the down to my toes. Just bites, 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 and we have been scratching and scratching and scratching since then, and now they're finally subsiding, but they're still going to be itching for quite a while because the thing that I read said that it would be 3 weeks. It could be up to 3 weeks before they actually all go away. Most of ours are all scabs now, but of course, you know, scabs go through different stages of itching too, so yay. Anyway, we were miserable driving back. It's 18-hour drive. We stayed in in Wichita, Kansas, overnight, and that's 9 hours to get there, and then we came on home the next morning for another 9 hours, and we were so miserable. I mean, we were just literally crying. It was so itchy. Um, all the remedies we had weren't doing anything. We were afraid to take any Benadryl because we didn't want to get tired, because it was only me and my daughter driving, and we take a Benadryl and want to fall asleep, we'll never get home. So anyways, we just kept on driving. Anyway, if they're finally healing, it was all well worth it. But even with bug spray on, it didn't do anything for the chiggers. They just, I mean, we were covered up. They went through my pants, and I was wearing sandals, and I even had a long sleeve shirt on, and they just got down my back and everywhere. It was just really, really crazy. And my sister was sitting right next to me at this little barbecue party thing that we had after the celebration of life, and she didn't get one bite. Wow. I don't know why. I'm glad she didn't, but whoa, and I'm so glad that my granddaughters didn't get anything. They didn't get anything. I was so surprised. / very happy, because, ugh, I surely wouldn't have known what to do if my poor granddaughter would have been suffering like we were. Because it was a mess. It was a sheer mess, and we could barely handle it ourselves. I can't imagine what my poor granddaughter would have done. She would have just been crying the whole way. 9 hours of crying. Ugh. Not something I would look forward to doing. So anyways, that's the story on that. What else? There's just been some other family dealings with my family in Wisconsin, my son and my grandkids. They're just going through such a really hard time with my daughter-in-law's passing. So there's lots of new things happening, and just have to keep praying for them and hoping and praying that they just get some peace and hope in their lives. It's only been 5 months that she passed, so it's going to take a lot of time. Okay, let's put this over maybe I'll put one of these over that. No, it's too small. Okay, just covering these real quick so I can start decorating them. Had a few, I'll use these couple of stickers up that I just have had laying around for Lord only knows how long. I sure don't know. I have so many things that I've had for so long, and you know how you have that one thing that you just keep moving from place to place to place to place, never using it. Then one day you're like, where is that thing? I can use it here. And you dig it out. Well, that's usually what I end up doing, but sometimes these days, I'm thinking to myself, if I don't use it within a month or so, I'm not going to keep on moving it from place to place, because I just have too much stuff, and I can't just keep saying, oh, I might use that here, or oh, I might use that there. If I can't think immediately of something that I'm going to use that thing for, I am not saving it, because it is just, it's silly, you know. You have so many things, and why are you saving them for? I just want to try to use up as much as I possibly can before the Christmas, making the Christmas cards and the fall stuff and all these things. Start getting more scraps from all that. No, I want to use up what I have now as much as I possibly can, so that I can start new with this, all these, because I have a lot of ideas, and I always make Christmas cards, and I do quite a few fall things as far as, Thanksgiving. I do some Halloween things. And a couple of people have asked me to make certain things for them coming up, and I just don't want to have all this stuff. What the heck? What am I going to do? I don't even have enough room to make the new stuff that I really should be making. Because I'm busy saving a piece of paper that I might use sometime. Who knows when? I sure don't know when. So no more for me. Not gonna do it. Not going to do that. Okay. I think I'll leave this cardboard thing brown and just decoupage over it, or do some things over it. Maybe add some book pages or something there real easy. I think I'm going to do that on all of these. Just going to glue some book pages down to them. See, like this was one of the pieces of paper that I had saved. It was a cutoff from some memo sheets. And I've had them in a box. I just threw away, cardboard box. I put it in my recycling. I don't throw any of my craft stuff in the trash. It's all in the recycling, except for like glue containers and stuff, because I don't like to waste the water it takes to clean out a glue container, because our plastic has to be completely clean, so I just throw it in the trash. But everything else goes in the recycle. And I've had this in this box, saving a bunch of stuff. All this came from that box. And I've had it in there for a year, at least a year. I went through there, I took out some of the stuff I wanted. I'm going to throw this away now to keep, to make stuff with. And then, this is all I have left. So I'm going to make a few things out of this, and that's it. That scrap box is gone to the wind. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So I'm going to get some book pages. I am going to just glue them on, decoupage them on, however you want to say it. Oh, and I have all these from Brittany at Redeemable Junk Journals that I wanted to try and do stuff with too. Remember I showed you these layaway tags, time cards, and the inventory tags. So I want to try and do something with those too. Let's see if I find some. I thought I'd throw some book pages in here. I want to have a lot of book pages too, but I don't want to get out more new book pages. I just want to use the ones I had out. Oh man. I've got one book page in here. I guess I've been using them up pretty good, which is a plus in a way. Here's some of that homemade paper from Young. I used that on the. I used all these strips. Look, I have all these strips that I've cut off from other things. Let's just do some of these on there. No. Okay, let's see which side we're gonna do all these on. I'll just do them all on this paper that I covered this with. And I'll just get some. And I'm just going to use a glue stick. And I'm just going gonna start gluing strips on these things. Oh, and then that's the other thing. Young's paper that she made, it's so cool. So this side's really cool. I like this side. But I also like this side. I think I'll just use part and part. I'm just going to glue them on no particular way, nothing has to be straight or anything else. And I'll just trim it afterwards. Trim around, you know. I just want it to go kind of fast so I can move on to other things that I'm doing. This is a cool button card. I keep saying I want to do something with it. Somebody made it for me, and they already did everything, the sewing and everything. So I'm gonna just, I don't know what, but I'm gonna do something with it. I don't care. I don't care. This one in the middle. Ah, look at that side. Can be written on if people want to. Oh, I have my erasers right here. My gum eraser. There it is. What the heck? I don't know what I got on there so fast. Oh man, makes me so mad. Okay, I just trim this, cover all the others, just so you can get some ideas about your stash busting. Also, something I really like to do for stash busters is, you know, you have all these pieces of paper, like let's say for instance this one. You can make snippets with it, you know. Just find something that will look good, like this, for instance. You just get this, just give it a couple of little tears here and there, so it doesn't look like a, you know, all straight and cut like it's supposed to be perfect or something. You know, and then you can glue here. There. Get something else like this. I have a bunch of cool things that I cut off from the little notebook thingies I made. I believe I showed those. Oh, I didn't show everybody. I just showed them in Miss Paint-A-Lot's group on Facebook. Just some more stash busting things that I've been doing. Put this right there. Cut that end off. Actually, I could have thrown one. I'm going to use this one. Put that right there. And just keep making layers, and pretty soon you have like a cool snippet that you can use in the corner of the page or whatever, wherever. You know, and then, what's that, this? I'm using things that are kind of like in the same color family, but you don't have to do that. You can make it just any old way you want. Add some buttons to it, or some pearls, or whatever you want to add. And it'll be nice. Lace. Have some little bits of lace I can add here. this piece like that. And I don't want to cover that cool paper that I have there that I made. The coffee paper looking stuff. I'm going to put this up there. Put it across like this. You can always trim it. Okay. Then, get some lace. I'm going to use stickers here that I found. They're old printer stickers. I don't even know why we still had them. They're so old. I found them in the bookcase too when we were cleaning out the books. So I'll take that one. But there's really nothing you can do with them. I don't even think printers are made for this type of a thing anymore anyways. I don't really want to use these. No, I don't really want those. I'm just gonna put them on my sad board there. Oh no. Ah, see? Ah, so much darn mess here. Cut off the words because I don't want any more words there. Right there. Okay. Okay. I try to keep things picked up as I go, but I'm the messiest crafter ever. Usually if I'm crafting without the whatchamacallit on here, without the camera on, oh man, stuff is everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. You can just keep adding to your snippet. I'm going to just add some piece of lace. I have a bunch of just stray pieces here that I'll use. Some seam binding. Crinkled seam binding. I just don't like to put everything over here on my desk because my desk is way too small. Let's use some of this. Let's use a couple of pieces of this here and there. Put buttons on top of this. Right? Art glitter glue. Boop. Darn art glitter glue. There's really nothing else to do with art glitter glue. It's gonna get stuck no matter what you do. All you can do is just keep a pin handy and also just remember to close it. That's all you can do. I like to just make sure I wipe mine off so that nothing gets stuck in that nozzle hole. I'm trying to at least do whatever small part I'm trying to do. Okay, then let's put a piece right here going this way. Just trying to get the design on the outside, yeah. This is another thing I'm a stickler for, which is checking which side the lace is supposed to go on, as far as like if there's any raised or, you know, you can tell the side that has the tied strings and everything on lace, you know, unless it's made by a machine. But you can usually tell which way it's supposed to go. I mean, that's not a necessity. That's just one of my weird things. Okay, I'm gonna put one more piece of this. Okay. That. And I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. Then I'm gonna get some buttons. And I'm gonna just cut some of this seam binding here. Right? Ugh. Just have a mess going. Sorry guys. No. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Let's get some, like this is a button that's kind of like in the colored family, right? I have my hot glue going on because I have no plans of waiting for this stuff to dry. I'm very impatient that way. So I'm going to just put a dab of glue there. I'm going to put a small piece of seam binding there. Then I'm going to put just a little dab on my button. And I'm just going to dab down. And you can see what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm just making a collage. Then I'll just cut these up, and I can use these on the edge of pages, or wherever you want to put them, in your journals, in your planners, wherever, whatever kind of things you do in your life, your journaling and such. It's just a fun thing to add to the page, to add interest. You know, it's not rocket science or anything. It's just it's not well thought out like Miss P's stuff. I do everything willy-nilly. There's no plan to it. I probably should plan, but I don't. Miss P and Mr. F, they plan their videos out. They're so good and so well produced, but not me. I have a phone, a light, small microphone, and me. That's it. Anyways, you can continue on and on. You know what I'm saying? But I'd just cut this, and I'd add that to a page in the corner around and then you could do more embellishing around that. You know what I mean? And it's a good way to use more of your things, more of your stash. So you saw how many strips I have. So I could make a lot of strips with this stuff. Okay, so let's just finish this one up. I'm just gonna finish them up one by one. I'm not gonna just put the paper on all of them. I'm gonna do it separate each one. Ah, makes me so mad that I tore that. And I'm gonna put a window box here. Well, I'm gonna put it down here, down in the corner. I'm gonna put some more glitter glue. Right there. I don't trust stickers. I even put glue on the back of stickers. I know that's probably silly, but I just hate for things to fall off. If you send them to people, I don't want it to fall off. It's so embarrassing. here. Messing with the back of my things here. Okay. And then I'm gonna get words. Let me find some words. Let's see, what's this one say? I'm gonna put the best is yet to come after I put a little bit of ink around. I believe this is walnut. Actually, I can really use some black. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. There we go. Okay, and then of course I'm going to put a little piece of double-sided tape because I'm very ADD like that. If somebody gets something from me and a piece falls off, I am so embarrassed. Most people don't tell you. That's why I like to make sure things are on there securely. When I first started crafting, people would tell me, this fell off, that fell off. That's why I started doing the things this way, because you definitely don't want something you send to somebody, even if it is just Happy Meal, to fall off. You want people to get stuff that you would like to get, and if you're sending stuff to people where stuff is falling off, wow. No go, no go, no good. Okay, I'm going to put little pieces of masking tape on the edges of this. First of all, we're going to give it a good, see how I have everything lost here? That stuff needs to go back in there. That I'm not going to do today. These are the things that I'm doing now. And I'm looking for my dauber of my brown. Oh my gosh. It's out of control. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to rub it on here. Oh Lord. All else fails, just go nuts. I just like the masking tape to look a little distressed. See? Rather than just put it on there stark beige. So let's put a little piece right there. This one's some little pieces on the corners, right? Like so. Boom. Boom. There you go. One more small piece on that corner. Right? Then you'll get your hole punch, which I'm not going to put grommets on any of these. No. I'm not going to take the time to do that. I'm just going to get my regular hole punch. I'm going to make holes. And I'm going to put some of this string that I found also in one of my crates that's been out there for I don't know how long. Oh, I'm also going to round the corners. I like my tags, the corners rounded. I don't know why. Put this one in there. There we go. And I found this string. I'm going to use this string to put through all these tags. Maybe not all of them because I'm not sure if the color will go, but for the sake of this one, this is going on there. And I think I'll tie it in a bow. Bow, bow, bow. There we go. That's cute. Right. Very cute. And pull these down here. And then cut that up there. And there you go. There's your first one. I'm just going to leave it white on the back so it can be written on, right? Okay. Let's see what we have next. I'm already at 46 minutes, so I don't want to make this longer than an hour, so I'm going to do a couple more. See what I can get done here. My mom threw out these. They're stickers, all these companies they send. Look what's in there. Cards. Sunflower cards. Sunflowers are my favorite flower. I've always loved them, but since my daughter-in-law passed of cancer, and the sign for hope, the flower, meaning hope, I just started loving it. I just started loving the sunflowers even more because they're a sign of hope. Anyways, I don't think I want those. Now that I see I have these, look at that. These are from St. Jude. So I think I'm gonna just go like this, cut around. Off. I have a sleep study tonight. I need a CPAP machine, and so I have to go to the clinic tonight and sleep there, which I'm not looking forward to. Maybe I'll make this a pocket tag. And then they can tell me what type of CPAP I need. All of these steps I'm going through for the main reason that I need to have knee surgery. To have knee surgery, I have to lose weight. And to lose weight, I'm going to have a gastric bypass surgery. Because I need to lose the weight fast. And I need to lose about 100 pounds. So I can't do that on my own without being able to exercise, which is the main problem, which has been the main problem ever since I've had knee problems. Look, there's my brown dauber way over there. Who knows why? I'm going to go ahead and just go the edges of this and use this in the pocket as the little card, right? It's gonna go in there like that. I'll even put a little top on it. Let's see what little top I can put on it. I can put on it this. I'm just going to cut this. I'm just going to go there. Cut a little more off. I'm going to put this up there with my tiny attacher, right? Jeez, See how crooked I cut? If I don't have something to make it, ugh, it's ridiculous. I think I'm gonna just round these small little edges. You know, you just have an idea how something should look, and you don't want it to just look like you picked up a piece of paper on the side and just slapped it on, which is what you really had done, but maybe you don't want it to look so much like that. Okay, I'm going to put that up there, like that. Put it as close to the top as I can because I don't want to cover up my beautiful sunflower. That's not the middle. That's close to the middle. I'm just going to put two. Okay. And then I'm going to round these. And then people can write on the back of those if they want to. I'm just going to put a little coloring around this. Okay. I'm going to put that in there. Just like that. Then I'll go around this tag with this color. Do the back too. I like to leave my tag is blank on the back sometimes for people to be able to write on the tags too, not just journal cards. I'm gonna leave this one square at the bottom because I want to I don't want to cut off any of the beautiful sunflowers. I know it's weird. Feels so weird about some of this stuff. All these things that we went through with cancer, it's just so crazy. I never even think of. I'll tell you some of this and just put this color on it. Never even imagined that these things can happen. My daughter-in-law was only 33 years old. She had her birthday on March 9th this year, and she died on March 22nd, on her 33rd birthday. And she battled with the cancer for 2 years. So, and she was better. She fought it for those 2 years, but for about 8 months, almost a year, she was, her tumors weren't growing, and she had changes. You know, they weren't getting any bigger. They weren't getting any smaller. They weren't doing anything. So she was good for like about 9 months, and then she started feeling bad again. She had another scan because they have to have them every so often, and found out that it had spread to her liver, and also see, there's another one. That one's cute. It had spread to her liver, and she had tumors throughout her intestines in her stomach. She came back from vacation with my son and the kids, and she wasn't feeling good. She was having pain the whole time. She went on that vacation knowing, I believe, that was going to be her last vacation. I believe she was having pain the whole time, but she made everybody feel like, she made everybody think that she was okay. She kept saying she was okay. The second they got back to Wisconsin, she went to the hospital. They did a scan on her, and her whole belly was full of tumors. And they sent her home to die. And she died a month later. And it was horrible. So that's what we were going through, and the poor kids. My granddaughter is 8, and my grandson is 14, and they are having a very, very difficult time, of course. And it's only been 5 months, so it's a long road ahead, but I know we will get through it. God will get us through it, but it's been very rough. It's a rough thing. When an old person who's had a life goes through it, it's bad enough. It's bad enough, you know. You feel sad. It's horrible. Cancer is a horrible thing to have. But when a little child or a young mother with 2 children and a husband gets it and dies, it's a different story. You know, it's very, very sad. Even sadder when it happens to a small child who has had no chance to live their lives. None whatsoever. Cancer is a horrible, horrible thing. I don't know. I just don't have words. It makes you want to say a lot of bad words, like everyone says when they hear the word cancer. But I'm still challenged every day with why her, why a young mother, why kids, why do they have to die so soon? It seems so unfair. I mean, I believe in Jesus, and I know that He must have a plan, but that does not make it any easier knowing that there's a plan, because my grandkids don't have a mom, my son doesn't have a wife, and they're suffering. They're really suffering. So I have a real hard time with understanding, but all we can do is pray, or whatever it is that gives you peace. For me, it's praying, but I know it's different for everyone. So, anyways, okay, I'm almost to an hour. I'm just gonna finish this one, and then I'm gonna let you all go. I'm just gonna put a butterfly on this pink one. I'll finish the other one another time. I mean, off camera. The yellow one. These were just stickers. You saw me put those on. I'm just trying to use up stuff I have. I'm so tired of all this stuff. And like I said, moving it from place to place, this container to that container, all these different containers, all these different darn ephemeral holders and all these things. Blah. I don't want to do it anymore. No. No, I'm just going to make this stuff and just send it out in Happy Mail and let other people enjoy it. I don't need to have all this. I had originally had a bunch of stuff because I was doing Etsy. For 12 years I did Etsy, and I could count on, well, probably both my hands, how many things I sold on there. And I can count on one finger how much profit I made, because by the time with the shipping and the making of the materials and everything else, you don't really make anything from it. So better to just enjoy it and have fun doing what you want to do, and that's all. That's all you can do. You know, I know Ki-Young and Miss P, and they sell their stuff so fast, and I'm assuming it's because of, well, I know it is, because of the quality of their work. Mine's nothing compared to theirs. So, and my style is very messy, so a lot of people do not, they don't relate to that. So, I guess I'll put the thank you sign over here. I'm not sure, should I put a word there? I think I have some, definitely throw that away. many words. But where did I put that one I just had? The little page. Did I put it back? I put it back. Oh my gosh, why? Okay, I'm gonna use these. Love you to the moon and back. I'll just cut it. Love you to. Just a little bit of woo, 'cause you know me. I'm gonna put love you right there. Love you too. Oops. Where did the word I just cut go? Oh my gosh. This is so weird. Oh, there it is. It's sticking to me. I'm such a mess. Hot mess. Wow. Can't believe I can do anything. Love you to the moon and back. And then I'll just put I'll put some lace on the bottom of this one. I'll just put a hole there and make this a tag too. Right? I'm going to use some of this lace. I really like this lace. Just like that. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to conclude for today. Please excuse my messy mess. This one will be cute too. Where did I get there? Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is. Anyways, thank you for joining me today and listening to me. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.